Welcome to the Everyday Black Men Podcast, a podcast for black male thoughts. I am Riker, and I'm joined by R. Reed and Armstead. Follow us on Twitter at EVYD. Follow us on Instagram at Everyday Black Men, and Facebook on the Everyday Black Men Facebook page. All right, guys, we're going to go ahead and we're going to go straight into it. I know it's been a trying week for some of y'all, but what I want to talk about is post-Nipsey Hussle hip-hop. But before we do that, we got to address the influx of all these Nipsey Hussle fans. We're not saying you can't listen to the music.
We ain't saying that.
But y'all got to stop acting like y'all were the most torn up niggas about this nigga dying. Because I ain't seen not one of you niggas at a concert. I ain't seen not one of you niggas out here bumping his music.
How you gonna see him there?
Well, because I wasn't there either. But again, I'm not faking. Like, I listened to Victory Lap. I had heard of him beforehand.
That was pretty much my introduction to him. Even though I knew he existed. I know he existed since probably 2014.
All right. Well, see, you was longer than most of these Fairweather fans.
Yeah.
Who out here.
I'm not a fan. Let's not go there.
The last time that I checked.
Not a fan of his music.
Last time that I checked, I have not seen one Nipsey Hussle meme or nothing out there anywhere until recently.
Because his message was powerful, but a message like that from a rapper never gets spread in the same way.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't even gonna, like, you know what I'm saying? I didn't really listen to him, you know what I'm saying? But at the same time, yeah, for people to be, oh my, he was so good. Wait, what? I never once heard you say anything about this guy.
But that's just niggas in general.
Like the larger conversation, like y'all niggas, the internet can control y'all so much, man. I ain't say nothing. There's a couple things I ain't spoke on. I didn't even like on my normal post. I ain't spoke on Nipsey Hussle. It's something else that was going on. We'll probably get there. I gotta think about it.
Yeah. Take your time. Take your time. But my main thing is I'm glad to see all these people helping out with Nipsey Hussle. Please stream his shit if you actually enjoy it. Don't just stream his shit, just stream his shit. But stream his shit, play it, participate in some stuff. But don't be out here acting like this is second coming to Jesus and you're just like, I'm so torn up about it. Because if y'all torn up about it, y'all have been bumping this shit beforehand. Now in Crenshaw, well, we probably gonna go by, when Everyday Black Man goes to Vegas.
Fast.
But yeah, we're gonna be there fast. And Crenshaw niggas was bumping his shit. They was bumping his shit like he was a hometown hero because he was. But our main thing is just stop with all the fake shit. But what I really meant when I wanted to make this segment is we need to talk about the post Nipsey Hussle hip hop. I know all y'all have seen that picture talking about, Hustlenomics and all the other things that Nipsey Hussle stood for. But I mean, black folks, let's be real. Are y'all niggas actually gonna do it this time? Like, we've had several niggas telling y'all about owning your own shit, supporting your own businesses, being economically racist, which, I mean, niggas been needed to do that. I see all of y'all at them Asian hair stores, and y'all be paying for them wings by people not looking like you. But
don't even have a nigga working there.
Don't even have a nigga working there. Remember back last year this time, R. Reed, when that racist incident came out with that Asian's place?
Hell yeah.
You talking about
food last week.
Exactly. Niggas always be on that shit. I ain't been back there since, man. I used to love their food too, dog. I used to love that shit.
They said it wasn't real. That lady was a lie.
Oh, I bet they said that lady was a lie.
They ain't had no video. It was just a post, so I was indifferent about it. For me, man, I'm a side with black folks, even though sometimes I know they take it on whatever. There's plenty of other restaurants where I see people who look just like me. That used to be our grandparents' way of doing things. If you don't see a black working there, you don't need to spend your money there. And that just is what it is, and it ain't what it ain't. But black folks, are y'all actually gonna do it? No.
If y'all not, then I mean,
don't let them disappoint you.
If y'all not,
let them surprise you.
I just black, just surprise me this one time. For one time, I want y'all to actually buy stuff. Cause I had a homeboy the other week, and he was just like, "Hey Riker, why you don't have a lot of paper towels?" And I was like, "Cause I'm waiting for him to come in." He's like, "Man, why don't you just go to the store?" I'm like, "Nah, I want to buy them for my people." He was like, "How much that cost?" I'm like, "It's a little bit more than regular, but
a little bit more than regular.
I want to buy for my people." And he just couldn't understand why I would want to buy paper towels from somebody who looked like me. And I'm like, "That's the problem. That's the problem with you niggas. You don't understand that your money in your community only stays for 6 hours." And I understand y'all didn't like the way that our homeboy Killer Mike said it, but Killer Mike was right. Like, you got to start spending money with your own people. Like, I went to a restaurant. I'm not gonna throw their name out there, Taki. But they owned by somebody who looked like this, and so that's why I be going over there. But if you looked at the restaurant, you'd be like, "Oh man, this must be part of a nice little chain there. They got good food and everything like that." But the reason I'm going there is because because of something like that. That's why I'm going there.
I'm gonna say the irony of the situation.
Oh no, go ahead.
No, you first, because you said something first.
To go into that whole shopping black thing and stuff like that, we have to, as a community, do better. And what I mean by better. I mean, like within ourselves, we got some issues within ourselves. We got to handle it because when you come to work and you display your issues at work, man, that is a big problem for me. That is a very big problem for me.
Oh shit, we can add that to your rant of the week.
Oh no, we will add that to the rant of the week. I'll go ahead.
Oh, I have a rant.
Put that down. Rant of the week. Add it towards the end. I kind of want to stay on this subject because we're gonna go to Kodak Black. Made some interesting statements.
What did he say?
Oh God, go into it. Go into it.
I can't listen to Lisa Simpson talk. I mean, Kodak Black. Kodak Black talk for that long. So I got the gist of it. Pretty much, he was like, "Yeah, Lauren London, to some degree, like I'll be there, hold your hand through this," and like you know, pretty much insinuating that he wanted to be around her so he can fuck her.
Pretty much.
That's what I got from it. Lisa Simpson. That's what we're going to call her for now.
Lisa Simpson.
Because he looks like a black Lisa Simpson.
He does look like a black Lisa Simpson.
Right. So when that happened, first one I saw, they said the game responded. And the game never used his name, did he?
No, the game didn't use his actual name.
T.I. responded, and he used his name.
Because T.I. about that life on Twitter.
Yeah. And then Kodak Black was like, "Yeah, nigga, fuck, nigga. He ain't even mean it like that." Blah, 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 blah.
Which is like, come on, Kodak. Nigga, you already got a rape charge you looking at. You about to not be hanging out with nobody except for them other niggas. Because you know what happens if you go back to jail with the rape charge, nigga. They gonna be up in that ass.
Now, I'm looking at the responses up and down. And this is why I know y'all niggas ain't gonna change. Kodak better start watching his back. They gonna come get this nigga. Nipsey Hussle spoke against things of that nature, like to get you back. These are just words, and the way he said it, you can go either way with it. But we know what the fuck he was doing because you got the slyness of, I don't know, Hulk in the room.
Exactly. he's like a bull in the China room.
Yeah, bull in the China room. Hulk Hogan.
Or the Hulk trying to hold up a teacup, and then the tea keeps spilling out a little bit, and this is nigga's favorite tea.
Yeah, because you ain't got it like that. But whatever. Like, if you read the comments under these videos, like, man, yeah, Kodak Black gonna get seen about. Like, don't come to LA, they coming for you. Like, y'all niggas, this is the same violence that got Nipsey killed. Like, y'all never, ever want to
jealousy.
End it. Yeah, y'all don't want this violence to end. And I hear y'all talking that shit, but I already know y'all
it's
niggas
drama, man. People love drama.
That's true.
Women love drama, and these niggas act like women.
I mean, in the words of Ab Soul, another California artist, niggas act more like bitches these days. And that's true. Men do start to act like women these days. Like they love to talk, they love to hang out, they want to be famous, they want to be seen. You gotta respect.
You don't know you niggas.
Niggas in the 90s didn't give a fuck about no respect, nigga. They was just like, give me this bread and I'll go, fuck on these hoes.
Niggas for 5 minutes and you want them to respect you. Like they got people you want to respect you are people in your inner circle and people you spend money with. Like a regular nigga on the street who disrespect you, like. Man, you stepped on my shoes, man. I gotta shoot him for that. It's like, you gonna go to jail for a small scuff, nigga?
I'm gonna say this, man. People should always demand, I ain't gonna say demand, people should always have a respect for their fellow person, period. You know what I'm saying? Unless they do something that deserves them to be disrespected.
Yeah, somebody slap your mama, punch that nigga out.
No, nothing deserves anybody to kill anybody unless you're trying to, well, yeah, I'll take that back. Unless I have to really defend myself, and the only way to get rid of you is to get you up off of me is to get rid of you. Hey, it is what it is. But I feel like when people start being extra aggressive to the point where, man, you gonna respect me, you gonna do this, and then they actually have to do something to feel like they have to have respect. That's where it's like,
yeah, you gotta kill that nigga. Like you have to kill him, but never be the initiator or something like that. Because there are people like that, and that's just them, and that's why those people deserve to die. I don't think Nipsey was that type of person because he seemed very chill.
And sometimes you just got to control the nigga moment. So I'm going to tell y'all a personal story. Happened to me yesterday. Basically, I was traveling, trying to go home. Where I live, it's near a highway. This nigga just pulled on in. So I almost got into a car accident, drove around this man. He had to stop at a light. And I hopped out the car. I was like, dude, why? He was like, hey, man, just sorry. I'm like, all right, first of all, you old. But I ain't come there waving no gun in his face. I ain't come there. I'm just like, why? Like, why would you do that? Why is this something?
There's no real explanation.
Exactly. No, he couldn't give me an explanation.
You jumped out your car?
Yeah, why you jump out your car?
You are crazy.
Why you jumping out of your car? He could have shot you.
Nigga.
Hey, no, ain't no nigga.
Hey,
no.
Most niggas don't respond with the gun first for the
Exactly, niggas don't respond. Well, that's why I didn't come out with no gun wave, nothing like that, because that always ends up in a bad place. But I just want to know why. Like, I didn't come out mad aggressive or anything like that. I was like, dude, why?
That was aggressive though. You got out of your car and you approached him. That's aggressive.
I mean, he knew it too, because when
he knew it was aggressive too. Yeah.
No. He knew what he did was wrong too, because when I came up, that nigga rolled his window all the way down. So like he was already like, all right. Now he was old, and I think part of it is maybe he just didn't see as well. But it's one of those things. It's like, dog, like really, dog, like really, we gonna do this? He was like, hey man, I'm sorry, man, my bad. And then his wife was like, yeah, it was his bad. He was wrong. It's like, all right, he was like, want to shake on him? I was like, all right, fine. And then somebody beeped behind me. I was like, now I looked at the nigga who beeped, and then that nigga's like, all right, this nigga was crazy enough to jump out of his car. So let me just
pipe it down. Now gotta pull the gun out on and put 10 in.
But nah, man. But the main thing about that is exactly what you're right. Like, I didn't come at this guy like on some, man, what the fuck you done did? I was just like, why, man? Like, why? Why did you do that? Like, I just honestly just wanted to know. And I get that it was a little out of pocket.
If it was a younger guy, he'd have responded differently. Like,
No, if it was a young guy, it would be like, man, fuck you. I'd be like, all right, we gonna go about it. We're gonna go about the hood way. Okay, cool.
You gotta stop.
Yeah, you gotta stop, man.
But that's what I'm saying.
No, like, not me. I'm just saying, like, if he just said, well, man, fuck you, that's how I felt. I'd be like, all right, bet. Because it's like, I already got your license plate. All right, bet. But I don't know, man.
What you mean you got a license plate?
Nah, I made sure to get this nigga license plate. After I got hit by last time, got hit by that one guy, yeah, I made sure to get niggas license plate first. Like, I didn't just lose, almost get hit to not get this nigga license plate.
Yeah, but like,
just in case. Yeah.
I guess ending this would be like, stop your fake condolences and stuff. Actually change. Like, I'm not asking you to change too much. I'm just telling you to stop and think.
Yeah, and that's part of what I was saying.
Like that whole, we're gonna be investors and up. Like, that ain't happening.
Well, no. I think it's gonna happen, but it's happening on an organic level. Like, it's happening with something local, like Everyday Black Men, where three people come together, they try to do something, they try to build it up. But it's not gonna be no immediate thing. And I think that's the problem with the younger guys is that they think they just gonna get a result. Yeah, man, I'm just gonna be on Instagram. We're gonna be doing all this stuff. Yeah, but it's like, dog, that's not gonna happen that quick. The things you do
now, it's about what happens in 3 years from now.
Correct.
Instant gratification is never worth it. Well.
Instant gratification isn't worth it.
It's gonna happen to some people, and that's what you hate about it. Because I know, are we gonna go talk about Lil Nas X?
Yeah, let's go into it.
All right, Nipsey Hussle, rest in peace.
Rest in peace, Nipsey Hussle, and I'm gonna try to keep it going.
Rest in peace, Nipsey Hussle.
But let's go ahead into music. I'm gonna skip the other thing I was gonna do, which is talking about some fuck niggas. Let's talk about Lil Nas X and how Billboard is some racist motherfuckers.
It's not even that. Going back to what I was saying, that was instant gratification because he just released that song in December.
Correct.
Damn.
And then it started getting plays on the country radio, and then it started getting
TikTok
plays
and all this kind of stuff. Picked it up and
I saw that. I know it's TikTok.
And people were it was organic. And everybody think when they rap or do music, it's gonna happen like that for them. But that's instant gratification. Of course, Billboard took him off because they said he wasn't country.
He's not country enough.
They didn't give an explanation, but we know because he's black.
Yeah, exactly. So Billboard, fuck you and fuck your mother.
And they said do you think that he was picking on country a little bit?
No, I think the song was organic.
I think
he was just doing him because Lil Nas X, like if you listen to the rest of the stuff that he has.
Yeah,
it's more hip hop oriented, but I don't feel like it was something where it was like somebody was just coming in. Like,
I think that nigga was like Red Dead Redemption was like shit. Make me a country song.
You know what? That might be organically how it happened. But remember, country music was our shit, just like all old rock and roll. That was our stuff. That was rhythm and blues. And then it just spun off into its own little corner.
Yeah, but he's 19 years old. He ain't been our shit for a long time.
Nah, we can't do that because it doesn't matter how old you are. Some people just are born with a different kind of like a different story. Like one thing.
Name the biggest black country music artist you know, and I don't can think of one.
I can only think of one, but I can't tell you his name. And that's the guy who I saw on Hootie and Blowfish was country. Yeah. I mean, people are gonna try to put him in folk, but no, that was country. That was country. No, there's an old guy. I forget what this guy's name is.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
But he was on this documentary.
We're talking about generational experience of what.
But I mean, part of the problem is like for me, like my instant country go to is like Johnny Cash, and his discography is just so fucking big.
It's old though.
I know, but what I'm saying is when I think of country, I think of him, and I mean that's how like for me it was good that Billy Ray Cyrus, Achy Breaky Heart guy was the one to come on and be like, you know what, I'm gonna do a song with this black guy.
You know, my country extended to Dewey Cox.
Dewey Cox.
Dewey Cox. Okay.
Hey.
Walk Hard.
Yep.
What was the Walk Hard? I can't even remember the song. But those songs were disturbing as fuck.
Very disturbing.
And what's that group there? What's the name is in? Jet Black.
Shit, I can't tell you off the top of my head. Isn't he in Tenacious D?
Yeah,
because that's not country. That's a rock.
They do country too.
I mean, they do, but it's not. But it's like that's closer to what you were talking about before with the making a mockery. Because when they did like their, it was almost like a
Sometimes
Devil Goes Down to Georgia.
Say,
yes.
Exactly.
Softly.
Exactly.
I'm gonna screw you gently. I'm gonna,
I know exactly. I have a deep disdain. I have a deep disdain for that personal story. We'll talk.
Zanzibar.
No, I cannot cook it, but I can order it from Zanzibar. No, not a fan.
No, not a fan.
That was funny.
No, it's not Tenacious D's fan. D's fault. I'm just not a fan. Personal story. We'll talk about it. I think he was really organic when it came about.
I don't think that he was picking at it because it's just one line I thought was kind of funny when he was like, "Wrangler on my booty." I was like, "Ain't no one to tell."
But if you listen to country music, a lot of times they do.
They mention Wrangler. Is Wrangler really known as a country? I guess that's what kind of image they put out there.
Yeah, that is the image that they put out there, and that's part of the problem. Is because anytime someone tries to change country, they be like, "No, we want that old country back," and they're like, why is country music not selling so well? It's like
if Taylor Swift was country, then that nigga's country.
I mean, they consider Taylor Swift to be country, which is exactly why people were like, "Nah, y'all not about to just."
She ain't country no more.
I mean, she for first like 2 albums, she was country. First 2 albums, Taylor Swift was country.
Taylor Swift is not country anymore. But I like that song, Lil Nas X. I wish it was longer.
Yeah,
but it's long enough that you don't go into a bad area. Because Billy Ray Cyrus, I like his verse. Like. Riding down Rodeo with my Maserati for Maserati fast car. That's what he said.
Nah, it sounds like that though. It sounds like Maserati fast car. But it's one of those things where it's like you could tell Billy Ray was like,
everybody,
you know what? I'm not doing. That's why I said "Achy Break Your Heart."
Yeah, that's it.
I mean, I used to love that shit, man. When he came on Oprah and did that shit.
No.
Don't break my heart.
Oh, my achy breaking heart. Oh, that's what you're talking about. Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm tripping.
I got my own country.
I don't think you understand.
Yeah, because achy break my heart. My achy breaking heart. I remember.
Look, Billy Ray, we're still gonna play your shit. You don't worry. You're gonna be invited to the cookout now. Your daughter can't come.
Hannah, yeah, because she tried though.
Yeah, Miley tried us, or Hannah Montana, as people like to call her. But your daughter can't come. But you invited, Billy. And make sure you bring that hat too. You know them girls gonna dance with that hat.
And that brand new guitar.
And also the Maserati fast car. But let's go straight into music, man. What have you been listening to?
Oh, a couple things actually. You could start because I've been listening to songs, not albums. So when I'm in my Apple, I can start. Matter of fact, I was in my Apple Music and they suggested me some songs, which based on what you listen to, of course they'll give you a new suggestion. I listened to this song called Sandy by Rico Nasty, trash.
What? You didn't like? I'm not going to fight for that Rico Nasty song.
That Ray J had a song called Hallelujah.
Hallelujah. Or is it different?
It's different.
Okay.
Gangsta Fever by Young NBA. You know, my nigga, never broke again.
Young MB trash.
I like him though. No.
He's enjoyable, but I just don't. I want his fans to just realize he trash. I mean, it's okay for him to be trash. Just don't lie to yourselves and be like, he's great. No, this nigga is trash.
And then I went back, kind of going back. I remember this album we used to listen to growing up.
To the 36 Chambers.
I never could find it. It's no pad, no pen. It had East Atlanta Zone 6. That's my hood. Is you rolling? Is you rolling? That was Mac Breezy and Gucci Man. I'm a J. It was another one, My Kitchen.
My Kitchen.
That's one of my favorite songs by Gucci Man. It's so bad, the quality though. I just couldn't.
I mean, it probably was just recorded one of those, just like they just was in a dungeon. They were just like, well, fuck
OJ the Juice Man, No Hook. That was another.
Remember when OJ the Juice Man got pulled for XXL and everybody was like, How can they have this OJ guy?
That's when it started the downfall.
I heard the song.
Atlanta started with that OJ the Juice Man track.
Yeah, them was the ones back in the day. I just heard something recently. I'm not sure how old it is or how new it is.
You gonna steal this nigga's spot?
No, I thought he was finished.
I'm fucking with you, man.
I'm gonna say what?
I was gonna mention that. I found that wedding song that I was talking about. It was
Which
Ed Sheeran. Perfect.
Ed Sheeran is good to make a song.
I'll send it to you. I'll play it later.
Yeah, we'll play it later.
Ty James, I think his name is.
All right, Ty James. All right, what about Ty James?
He got a song called Splash. It's actually pretty dope.
Ain't that dude that's in
I'm in that drop top speed and
he's in
something
that,
on my demons.
Ain't he with that nigga that sing all the time? I know
the beat, but I can't think of the name.
I don't know. You know that
I'm
nigga?
trying to get all the cash. I'm trying to make all the cash. That song, it's pretty.
I thought he was with them niggas that you know him, bro. That you like him. I was rich before I had to deal. What's that?
Dang, what is that? I know you're talking about though.
He was famous about 2-3 years ago. He kind of fell off.
He was considered him for freshman list.
Dang, I can't. Dang, I can't remember his name.
I had to get rid of the key, because that nigga was on that song. But whatever, he's not with the Migos on that song. No, YFN Lucci.
YFN
Lucci.
Yeah,
you
like that nigga.
Ain't he with YFN Lucci, the nigga you talking about?
Keys to the Streets featuring Migos and Trouble.
Told you, yeah.
Yeah, I was talking about YFN though.
No,
YFN was on the radio with some artist the other day, and I was just like, this nigga trash.
I mean, he is trash. Yeah,
I like YFN, but he's good in doses.
Small little doses. Very, very small doses.
That everyday we lit. That
yeah.
You can tell that now. You play that now.
Every day we lit.
I came up from nothing, boy. You nigga ain't tell me yet. It was a song he had. Not Pee Wee Longway. Them niggas suck.
Pee Wee Longway.
I mean,
all right. Why you thinking of all that shit? This week I listened to Trump Music 3 by Yellow Wolf, and I was like surprised that in his 5th album he finally has a cohesive project that actually sounds like a real album. I was actually surprised. I went in thinking I was gonna hate this shit and I was gonna throw it on the trash pile with Rich the Kid, The World Is Yours too. But it's actually pretty good. I think Drugs, pretty good song. Of course, We Slum, which I don't know if he stole that from somebody,
but still beefing with somebody.
I mean, he mentioned Eminem, but it was one of those passing things. Catfish Billy was also pretty good. Catfish Billy too. Rowdy with 3-6.
Eminem had him signed to him.
I mean, maybe I don't know. He mentioned Eminem, but it wasn't like.
Oh, it's that other white artist.
Oh, you talking about Jeezy?
No, the white artist who's famous. Post Malone. Him and Post Malone was beefing.
Oh, Yellow Wolf and Post Malone?
Mm-hmm. For real?
I mean, Yellow Wolf is Alabama, so I mean, what do you even got to say about Post Malone? Post Malone ain't even. He from Houston. Like,
how did that beef even start?
That's a good fucking question.
I just saw videos of it, and I was just like,
you're like certain beefs. It's like, why the fuck are y'all beefing for?
Exactly. It's like, why don't y'all just make some money? Like, just make a song together. I mean, Mac Miller is, sadly passed away. So 2 other white artists, y'all could do a thing. Squash the beef. Make some music.
Oh yeah, Lil Nas X. I'm gonna make my country music song I had years ago.
Yeah, Lil Nas X, you just inspired a whole generation. You inspired a whole generation.
And my country artist name is Luke Lonely.
Luke Lonely.
Luke Lonely.
Hey man, I fucks with it, man. I fucks with it. Billie Eilish's album was
I don't know what that
for
is.
White girls who want to think that they're different, even though they're not.
Basic bitches.
I mean, see, the thing is, it's not that she's Billie Eilish is, and I'm through with Yellow Wolf. If you haven't listened to Yellow Wolf Trump Music 3, then you've missed out. But give it a listen when you get a chance. But Billie Eilish, the thing about her is that she's one of those white girls that's different, but she wants to be seen as being different. And it's like, no matter how different your music sounds, Billie Eilish, you're always going to be a white girl. Yeah. And you can't really change that by using different vocal tones. At the same time, you have good pipes.
I went back.
She has good pipes.
I went super back because I went back to Gym Class Heroes. I'm just thinking about it.
Gym Class Heroes is dope.
What happened to them?
Cookie jar.
The same thing that normally happens is niggas put out one great project and then they don't.
The other one had that Cupid's chokehold song on there.
Yeah, but they came out within a year, right?
And then that Stereo Hearts.
Yeah, those are all great when we were growing up.
Those were 2 different albums, nigga. Them songs came out. Damn, they were far apart.
Yeah. Yeah,
Panic at the Disco. I went back.
Panic at the Disco. At least they try to keep their buzz going.
Yeah, I went back. I'm looking at my list I listened to recently. Everything went back because I even listened to freaking Chris Brown. That grass ain't greener on the other side.
I mean, no, Chris Brown again.
Makes great music.
Yeah,
I mean, I wish Billie Eilish could get some more, just be you.
Oh, Michael Mann. I forgot to mention that spinning song.
These hoes ain't
I love Makion.
That's how you say his name?
Yeah.
McConan.
McConan. I love
McConan.
McConan.
I like that better. I love McConan. That I remember we did RIP to Lil Peep, and I didn't even flex like I listened to that nigga.
Why do people Thought Tiana so much?
Because niggas like a good beat. They don't give a fuck if this nigga can't rap. I like how this is organically just becoming just a straight up discussion on music. No, Tatiana is just
that song's trash.
It's a trash song with a good beat.
Trash is song trash. I said
yes, it's all trash.
They like it because everybody else like it. Just like y'all care about Nipsey Hussle because everybody else care about it.
Y'all care about Nipsey Hussle because it's always trendy to cash in on the dead. Just like you had all those people when Mac Miller died, like us real Mac Miller fans.
Yeah, I
Blue
like
Side
Mac.
Park.
I don't know about real. I don't want to call him.
No. But the thing is, you at least are not trying to be like, yeah, man, Mac Miller was my nigga. You know, like that's the difference between I think a real fan and a fake fan. Is I just want you to be able to say like if you listen to that nigga,
we lost a jewel with him.
Yeah.
I will tell you that because that dude, I love him. It was him and that other white guy nobody likes. I remember you liked that song he had.
What song?
Shoplifting? No, what was the name of that song?
Oh, I'm gonna spend some cash.
I'm gonna spend some cash.
Got $20 in my pockets.
That's not Asher.
That's not Asher Roth.
Oh no, that's sorry, that's
the nigga who won the
Macklemore.
Yeah. I like Malcolm more than I like Mac Miller, but I knew Mac Miller was better than Malcolm Moore.
Correct.
When he won that Grammy over?
Yeah, he won the Grammy over Kendrick
Lamar.
Lamar.
Like, he didn't deserve it. I was like, did y'all nigga hear that album? Yes, he did.
No, he put in a good album. Him and Ryan Lewis. Do I think it was better than the Kendrick album? No. But at the same time, the Mac Miller and Ryan Lewis album wasn't trash. Yeah, y'all's over here acting like they put
arguable.
out.
That's what I'm saying.
Definitely arguable.
I really don't care who wins.
Exactly.
Like, if they give what we call her now?
Cardi Cosby.
Pilly B.
Pilly B. Cardi Cosby. Pilly B. Whatever you want to call her.
Pilly Cardi B. They give her when they're giving her album of the year awards. I'm just considering your competition. You don't have any, or anybody or her and Nicki. Like both your albums are trash to me. So whoever made it to the
but the thing about it is, Cardi B was enjoyable regardless of whatever. Whereas Nicki Minaj's album, you just feel like it's different. Like Cardi B's like, you've ever had your kid hand you something, you just like, all right, you tried. Whereas Nicki Minaj looked like your daughter just burned a piece of paper and was like, this is artwork. It's like, no, the fuck, this not this fire.
My daughter was playing Fortnite and she was so happy to win second place. I was like, that just means you the first loser.
Exactly.
And you got the highest place on there, baby. I ain't never got second place on Fortnite.
Exactly.
I've never won a game of Fortnite.
No, but the difference is, it's like your daughter tried. Nicki Minaj didn't try.
I tried.
Cardi B tried.
I be killing.
The problem is that Pilly B decided to then have her past be brought up, and it's very much like what you said, R. Reed. The way that people handled it was just very different than the way they should have handled it. Because if her name had been Barry C, everybody would be like, "Oh man, fuck that nigga Barry C, man. You over here drugging people."
Marky B.
Exactly. Like Mark Wahlberg.
She kind of went solid though.
She did kind of go silent, but I don't feel like she's gotten the same level of scrutiny that she should have gotten. Because even when people are like, did you read him? He was just trying to trick. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck if
he had the money.
I don't give a fuck if he's buying sex. You don't get to tell other adults what things you think they should and shouldn't do as long as both are willing participants. He was a willing participant to buy pussy. He wasn't a willing participant to get drugged.
You know what my thing is?
That's the difference.
You picked her up from the strip club.
Correct.
Got her to your place.
Correct.
Got drugged.
Correct.
And got robbed.
Correct.
And you didn't think to go back to where she was at to get your shit back or to do something?
I mean, he could have waited.
It depends on.
But it's a stripper, man. You don't.
Strippers don't be in the same. The good strippers.
Smart strippers don't stay in the same place.
They don't stay in the same place.
Smart strippers. Let's break down. Especially in New York. Smart strippers have 3 or 4 places. Shit, this is just Atlanta. Most strippers I know.
Most of these strippers.
They work at 3 or 4 different clubs. So if you're someone who's out of town, so now right now you're not even an out of town shooter. You're just out of town. You're not gonna know that she's here on this day and here on that day. Because when you go to the club and they hear, oh, you got robbed, they're gonna be like, how? You got robbed here? You're gonna be like, no, get the fuck out of here. Take your ass out. Nobody's gonna.
I wouldn't even do that. I go there and I'll be like, hey, let's just say her name was Cardi B. Where's Cardi B at? I'm trying to get a dance with her. Oh, she ain't here. She'll be back on Monday or such and such. Oh, okay.
Oh, side note.
Correct.
I was listening to Migos. She don't want to be a freak no more.
Cardi B is the exact woman that they were talking about.
She don't want to be a freak no more.
People
want to be free.
People keep saying that Quavo is whatever, but it's like Quavo was the smart one. He realized, you know what? Have fun with the freaks, but don't take them home.
The song is basically about not dating Cardi B, if you ever listen.
Correct.
All these strippers don't have no house and don't have no vehicle.
I mean, she's not anymore, but yeah, Cardi B when they first started dating. Now that she's got a rap career, she got her own money, she's doing her own thing. And I get why Offset is fighting to get his family back together, but nigga, keep your dick in your pants and you won't have to worry about that.
He ain't gonna do it.
I mean, he's not. But that's kind of like I saw the first 10 minutes of that Kevin Hart stand-up that's on Netflix right now.
I fell asleep on it.
Hey, man, he's sorry, bro.
No. I wasn't trying to say it was great. I was just trying to say even Kevin Hart addressed himself being a piece of shit. And it's like, that's what you want. I don't want you to change.
Hold on, bro. You can't act like you can't just fall into it.
No, you can't.
By the way, it wasn't funny.
Like, it'd be different.
Y'all see his stand-up?
It'd be different. It'd be different if this wasn't the third woman. Remember, Kevin Hart got kids by his original wife that he then cheated on to get his current wife. So the fact that she thought this was not par for the course, it's like, how did you get here?
Why do you think she didn't make a big deal of it?
I mean, she didn't make a big deal of it because I think for her, this was just like, this is a business plan. But no, stay over there. I'm gonna make a big deal about this on social media and how my heart's broken. We're gonna parlay this into views. No, sorry. She had her team do it because she was the one who was making direct noise, but everybody else was. And to be honest, they won the news cycle because that Kevin Hart thing, it was like 8 different interviews and things of that nature. He probably wouldn't have had if he hadn't have cheated on his wife.
No, he was more popular then because he was everywhere.
No, what I'm saying is, but it was specifically focused on him. Because remember, right after that, he went the whole push for Tiffany Haddish. So this was just smart business.
That ain't why he did it.
No, I'm not saying it. I'm not saying that he did.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying that because of this, that's why Tiffany Haddish got pushed into the limelight. What I'm saying is that he did 6 or 7 interviews, although originally I said 8. He did 6 or 7 interviews that he would not have done normally if it hadn't been for the cheating thing, but then everybody wanted him on. Once niggas want you on, I mean, you just parlay that into whatever you want. That's why we went on the Breakfast Club. They're like, hey, we gonna talk about cheating? He's like, actually, no, we're not. I have Tiffany right here. Again, this is a smart business move. How do you get your homeboy on? If you on currently, have some shit happen and be like, yeah, I'm coming to interview. And then just bring that nigga along and be like, yeah, this is my boy Rico. He make beats. If you need some beats, Rico Beats, have your boy debut his beats. Just parlay shit.
There you
parlay.
go.
That's all you got to do. But now that we move from music into entertainment, anything else in entertainment other than looking forward to the Avengers that anybody cares about?
Captain Marvel.
You're right. All right, see. And the first movie we're going to do is Shazam versus Captain Marvel because we need to talk about it.
Okay, so we're going to do Project Justice, Social Warrior.
I don't like how you call it a Project Justice Social Warrior.
I was bringing up a video game, and then I was trying to go back to Social Justice Warrior.
Okay. All right. So the real thing is...
Or we can say just Captain Marvel Captain Mar-vel versus Captain Marvel.
Correct. I mean, that's really what it is.
Okay. Because I don't know.
Yeah. Go ahead. No, go ahead. You got it.
Captain Marvel was created by Detective Comics, also known as Shazam by today. But Shazam can't say his goddamn name without turning into a goddamn kid, so he called himself Captain Marvel.
Correct.
Because if he says, my name's Shazam, he's back to his form, whatever. Mm-hmm. They got to fix that somehow. They didn't do it. They didn't do it
in the movie.
Yeah, I don't even think he named himself Shazam.
Well, no, he was known as Red Cyclone.
Oh, I thought it was, what was that? I wrote it down. Captain Sparkly Fingers?
That was another one of his ones. But Red Cyclone's the only thing that kept going. Because everything else just wasn't whatever. The difference here is that you're right. We have to know the history of the characters to truly get.
So, and then I think that one was in Captain Marvel. He came out in 1939, some ridiculous number. I can't even remember.
Yeah.
And then Captain Marvel, which we'll get into that, Mar-vel, came out in 1967, if I wrote it down correctly. 1939 for Captain Marvel, 1967 for Captain Marvel. Made by Timely Comics. Timely eventually changed their name in that time period from Timely Comics to Marvel. So
correct.
They made their own version of Captain Marvel. And up until 2013, that's why they're referring to him as Captain Marvel as well. So it's just been weird. And I guess they let him have it. I guess they let him have Captain Marvel.
Yeah, they let him have it.
And that was as recently as 2013. That's how recent.
So this whole thing's been ongoing.
Correct.
But getting to the point that you're making as far as social justice.
Yeah.
What do you see? Because what I saw in the movie was that we had a movie where it's Captain Marvel gets her powers, but she's basically a cold-hearted piece of shit the entire movie until she finally meets her friends again and all these other things. It basically sees all the things that she had lost and she starts becoming a little bit better, as opposed to Shazam, which Shazam is just hey niggas, you want to just drink Capri Sun and have some fun. It's like
a coming of age movie.
Yeah. It's basically just a coming of age movie.
I felt maybe because I know the history a little bit of Captain Mar-vel. Let's go. Okay, Marvel's Captain Marvel.
Marvel's Captain Marvel.
I felt, and I didn't think Disney was doing this, and I'm surprised that they're doing this. I felt the agenda of the whole movie. And I'm going to say it, the white feminist agenda. Because I'm going to tell you guys to look up Monica Rambeau.
The original
Captain
Marvel of Marvel.
I want you to go look at it. If you got your agenda and it works for feminism, that's fine. I'm okay with that. That's fine. I get it. But I want you to go look at Monica Rambeau and why we didn't get her. She was the first one.
Yeah.
And Carol Danvers is basically a newer iteration of Captain Marvel. And she's not even popular. No one buys her fucking comic books. No one even likes her. Like, it is what it is. But
they gonna buy him after the movie, right? Oh, yeah,
no.
Shit. They didn't actually do that.
No, they didn't.
I guess they want their Captain Marvel when they see her on TV, but they don't want anything else.
Yeah, and just let's cut all that out. It was boring and bland.
Until toward the end.
He said cut off. He said cutting the shits.
It was bland as fuck.
It was.
You know how you watch everybody else's first movies? Mm-hmm. I'm just like the last 20 minutes were like the best part of the movie.
Yeah,
to me,
I agree.
I mean, for me, I like the whole cast ensemble. I went in thinking it was gonna be.
Then you're right. Every time everybody else was on the screen with her, the movie was awesome.
True.
You know who made that movie?
Samuel
L. Jackson.
Samuel L. Jackson was hardest working. He was the hardest working detective of all time.
But when you see Captain Marvel, so it goes by I sent you the story. If you would have watched that comic explain thing with Captain Marvel and Shazam, it's the same as pretty much the same movie as the new 52 iteration of Shazam.
Correct.
But they did it. Pretty much a lot of it panel for panel. They changed a couple of things with Dr. Savannah. The 7 deadly sins take over his body when normally they're supposed to be 7 different looking monster things, which I think they showed him right in his head or something like that.
No, they show him in the scene with the boardroom where they killed.
Oh yeah, that's one of the better scenes too. It's dark too.
Well, that's the thing about it is it was surprisingly dark.
Yeah, dark moments.
This whole time you've heard about the 7 deadly sins, you're like, all right, cool, this is a kid's movie. It's not. And then the niggas come out his eye, and you're just like, oh shit.
Yeah, the boardroom. Yeah,
that boardroom scene, especially like they kind of gave a nice little nod to Venom when I think it was Wrath. He just bit off somebody's head and threw that nigga out the window.
Yeah, and pretty much once he gets his powers, it's him, and all I can see is Eddie from It.
Pretty much.
yeah, that's the kid from It who played Eddie.
Really?
Yeah, it's the same kid. All I
Freddie.
can see is Freddie. No, his name was Eddie, wasn't it?
No, his name is Eddie. His name is Eddie in It, but his name is Freddie in this.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, that's funny. The villain, I was wondering why I wasn't Black Adam, but it makes sense.
Yeah.
Because he was like, I just got my powers and I'm discovering them. Black Adam is his ultimate nemesis.
Yeah.
So it makes sense that it wasn't Black Adam first.
Yeah.
And I think the guys, it's the same guy from Green Lantern who played, what's his name?
Dr. Sylvanus?
Yeah. No, he played in another movie. It was all CGI. Green Lantern.
Yeah, no, you're right. It was Green Lantern. It was all CGI.
Yeah, but he was
Sinestro. He was Parallax?
He was Sinestro.
Oh, he was Sinestro.
He was Sinestro. Yeah, it's the same guy who played Sinestro. He was decent.
I thought he was a pretty good villain. I want to see him again.
The problem I had with is 2 things. Like the little worm thing, I had to look that up. Mm-hmm. Dr. Mind or whatever that thing is, Mr. Mind. I didn't get that, but that's like a weird villain for the future setup. So Mr. Mind is going to be another setup, and the Shazam kids is what happened in the comic, but they didn't lose their powers, did they? Or they were. Because they're supposed to lose their powers.
We don't. I don't think they lost their powers yet. After he broke the staff, that means I don't think anybody can do it. I mean, he'd have to repair it.
Yeah, they're supposed to lose their powers. It was temporary in the comic.
Well, yeah. Apparently for this iteration, they're like.
I don't think Megan Good coming out for no temporary role.
Yeah, she ain't
coming. Because I'm pretty sure she needs some money.
No.
What last Megan Good movie you saw?
The Intruder, which will be coming out after this podcast. It was actually pretty good, man. Megan Good, Michael Ealy, y'all gonna see it. Y'all gonna enjoy it. I'm not gonna spoil it.
I think Black Adam will become the 3rd movie.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Black Adam being the 3rd movie, I think is a good. That gives them their own trilogy, and that's really what I think that DC needs to do is give these characters their own trilogies, back to back, and then in the end tie them all together, and then just release
shows Superman
Doomsday,
everything up into his chest, because apparently everybody's going through it with them now from the original Justice League cast. Mm-hmm. Everybody thinks that what's his name's been replaced.
Who?
Ben Affleck and Henry Cavill are supposedly all going at him. And now the little guy who played the Speedster the Flash is going at it with him too.
Well, the thing about the Speedster is, nigga, we can live without you.
Yeah, I think he's gone. Ben Affleck, technically he just got to do two more movies. Originally, it was going to be his movie of Batman, but they're going to do a younger Batman, which can still work in their universe depending on how they do it. If they do Flashpoint, they can do a lot of things.
Yeah, they do
but
Flashpoint.
Apparently, the Flash movie wasn't going to be Flashpoint now, and that's why Ezra wanted to leave.
Well, that's smart of him wanting to leave, because if it's not going to be Flashpoint, then there's no point, because that's the main thing that makes people care about the character, is that Flash has a relatable reason, mom, and he wants her back, because who the fuck wouldn't? And he basically rewrites history so he could see his mom and be with her.
They tried to lighten the tone, supposedly, and Ezra was like, I don't like this shit.
Why would you want to lighten the tone? The whole point of the problem is that DC movies right now are too light or they're overly too dark.
I think
there's no in between.
Was too light, and it was a little too long.
I feel like
about
it was
20 to 30 minutes too long.
I feel like you could have taken 20 to 30 off.
You talking about Shazam?
Yeah. Some of those antics was just like, okay, I get it.
Well, you were right. They could have cut a lot of the showmanship off, but I feel like that was good world building. Now, will this be something where in the future we look back at this shit and we go, y'all should have caught that shit and just cut it off? Possibly.
Yeah. That's about it for me.
But let's go into rant of the week. So one of y'all had a rant.
Man, my goodness. Woo.
Shopping experience.
Experience. Take one. I'm going to make this very, very quick.
Brief.
I go into a store.
Brief.
Name the store.
Vance Auto Parts.
Which one?
Covington Highway in Panola.
Nigga, you putting their
whole business out there. So, of course, there's a particular female that works there. And I had to call corporate on her a time before because, I wasn't about to be no nigga and just act rude and all crazy in the store. So, I went the other route and called corporate and told her how rude she was being. Of course, she got in trouble. And me, I'm like, I don't even really have a reason to go to that store because that store is not really the closest to me. But I had to go there this second time. So I go there trying to get a battery charged up. I give the battery to a gentleman. I see her in there. She looks at me. She gives off this attitude. Look up. I already know where this is going to go. She holding a grudge. So I get the battery to him. I tell him I'm coming back in 30 minutes to get the battery because the store is about to close. I come back. She locks the door. Hey, can I get my battery? Normally, I would be able to get it. But no, she doesn't want to give it to me. So that's a long issue. I end up getting it after they finish counting down the registers and stuff. Cool, I get it. I didn't trip that time. I did not trip. I did not have an issue. I didn't want to have no arguments. Cool, let me just get my battery and go. The next day, I come back to get some oil and stuff like that. So I fix cars. So the next day, I go there and I get the oil and stuff. And there's two people in there. Her, and another employee. The other employee was helping somebody. So I said, you know what? Hey, listen, can you please help me find a filter for my car because I don't know what filter it is. She says, no. I'm like, so instantly I pull out my phone. I'm like, let me go ahead and start recording. Of course, I put my phone somewhere where she wouldn't see it, and she didn't know I was recording. So I said, hey, is there a reason why you won't help me find this? I'm a customer. She says, because you called corporate on me last time, and you said I was being rude and disrespectful, so I'm not going to help you anymore because of that.
So you're going to be more rude and more disrespectful. Okay,
really?
That's how we going to go.
So I got her on video, and of course I called corporate again, and I told them I have the video footage of it. And I don't know what's gonna happen as far as that, but
you did social media shamer?
No, I didn't go that far. I didn't go that far, but at the same time,
I had a whole ass war with AMC, but we'll do that next week.
It's just when the whole incident, man, it just shouldn't have happened. You know what I'm saying? Like I can't even tell you how many times where I've been working.
I social media shamed the shit out of that bitch.
I can't even tell you how many times where I've been at work somewhere where I had to deal with customer service, and I had a problem with the customer, but that same customer came back to me, and I helped her like I was supposed to because that's my job.
Oh, you mean because it's your job? That's what you get paid for? Sound like she don't need a job.
Man, look, whatever
man, she's a woman, man. Sometimes they get in their emotions. We just gotta let it go.
No, we all equal people here, so there's no time for emotions or feelings. This is business.
Interesting enough, you said a very prolific thing.
I know where he's going
the other week.
Which was?
About men. And we should discuss it on podcast.
Oh, okay. You ran over?
Yeah.
Yep, I ran over. That's
all right, go ahead. Straight into it.
What do women do a lot?
Depending on the woman, complain.
What don't men do a lot?
I mean, normally, man, I'm not going to complain about some shit. Either I'm going to say it or I'm going to do it.
Correct. You said men do not complain enough.
That's true. We don't. We don't complain enough.
And when you do complain, what are you met with?
Oh, my God.
Anger.
You're a sexist.
It
depends on what you're complaining about.
You're angry.
They were saying the same thing about Captain Mar-vel, about how they were making complaints about it. and any complaint about it, you automatically got deemed as a sexist. Just like if you make complaints about different things, you're always labeled something, but if someone of the opposite gender does it, they don't get the same kind of flack because...
Oh, that's why we talking about Pilly B or Cardi Cosby. Because, I mean, the same thing. Drugging people is drugging people. Neither of them wanted it, so it's the same crime.
And they're making excuses for her, of course.
Oh, well, she just had things that she had to do. Nah, it's the same. So, yeah, men, we don't complain enough.
Yeah, so I'm telling men to speak up.
Yeah, men, speak up. We need you to say things when things are wrong. And also, report people. Like, Armstead did the right thing. Record it because you live in the state of Georgia, and in Georgia, one-party consent state. So Armstead said he agreed, and that's why Armstead is able to take the measures that he has to take on that Advanced Auto Parts off Panola Road. So yeah, we're throwing the whole ass name out there because y'all need to get her. Yeah. Y'all need to go ahead, either sit her down and be like, look, I don't care how you feel about someone, or fire her. Just
there's a difference
one of the
between
two.
Complaining and repeating yourself over and over again.
Her name was Kiva. Yeah, Kiva.
Yeah. Men, don't do it like women. Women complain about the same thing over and over again. That's the most annoying thing.
Nah, you gotta have a good complaint, bro.
Like get over it. Get over it. Please get over it.
Well, no, you don't even have to get over it. Just don't tell me. I don't need you to get over it.
Even that, keep that shit to yourself. The only way for you to really, honestly, to help rebuild or rekindle or just possibly forget the whole situation is to not talk about it or to not bring up the situation. You continue to keep bringing up. You're going to keep opening up a scar. You're going to keep getting those, what do they call them? Triggers. You're going to keep getting those triggers.
I'm triggered.
Triggered.
You triggered me. You made me think about something that's hurtful, even though that's exactly how people grow. And I don't want to grow.
Oh, that brings us to our video of the week. Did y'all watch the video with my nigga breaking up with your bitch next week? If she watched this video.
Yes, I watched the video.
What video was that? I think I may have missed it. Oh, yeah. Oh, hell yeah.
You saw the dude observe it, though?
Yeah.
The dude?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, he's actually coming around. Because remember when he used to be like, basically men are pieces of shit and we should just accept it? Now he started coming around and be like, these.
He tell women a lot what they want to hear to absolve them of their bullshit. But right there, he was fair, I felt.
Yeah, no, there he was fair. So, to give you context, people, what we're talking about, there's a video, all right? There's this girl and this guy. And the guy...
Derek Jackson, that's your name, but we don't know these people's name. But Derek Jackson, I'll give you credit when I see it.
Yeah, we're going to give you credit.
Because usually if your girl watch his video, she going to leave you.
That's right. She going to leave you. So we now into the relationship part of this. It's basically, girl feels that guy is cheating on her. So girl gets one of her homegirls and tells her, hey, my boy, he works in industry and he deals with a lot of models and stuff. I want you to be a thirsty model. So what does the chick do? She decides to pretend to be a thirsty model. Guy takes her out. He's basically trying to get her, signed and whatnot. They have a nice little dinner together. And that's where it ends. What does the thirsty model tell the girl? Oh, that they done fucked. And that she invited him back. He came through. He smashed and she enjoyed it. And that her man ain't shit. So what does girl do? Girl breaks up with guy. He asked her, how does she know that he cheated? And she said, she just did. So they brought in video proof. What the thieving girl decided to say, which was hilarious, is that, no, I actually made up the whole thing. He didn't have sex with me at all, but I thought that he was a good man and I wanted him. And that just goes to show you, ladies and gentlemen, these ladies ain't loyal. She lied to her own friend and felt no animosity about it because she wanted to get that dick.
Not only are they not loyal to us, they're not loyal to you either.
Exactly. Guard your seed, man.
Women make the worst friends for women.
Women can make some of the worst friends depending on if they find you attractive or not. Because if you a guy and they find you to be attractive, they going to cock block / oh, no, she not good enough for you.
I think he gay.
Or exactly that.
Yeah, he did that shit, and the next week, next month, she'll be right underneath him.
Yeah, she'll be like, oh, girl, you was right. This nigga, his dick game is strong. Be like, what was it you just And be like, them ladies, man, you can't trust them. You can't trust them. You gotta really watch your female friends. No matter how it goes.
Probably plotting on that in the beginning. Oh, you want me? Oh, yeah, I'll do it. I sure will.
Shit, she paid her friend to fuck her boyfriend.
Basically. She paid her friend to fuck her boyfriend.
Thanks.
She she paid her friend to pretend to fuck her boyfriend.
How many of y'all would have failed that test?
I wouldn't have failed that.
I wouldn't have failed that test.
I mean, she was cute, but like, there's just certain things we're just
how many of us you think would have failed? You ain't gotta be specific.
Oh, I know at least 10 niggas who would have taken. They would have caught that. They would have caught that pass.
Let's go with our Vegas crew. Let's say about 5 of us right now.
Yeah, there's 5 of us in the Vegas crew.
How many of us would have passed?
There's about 60% of us that would have caught it.
I think 2 or 3 of us would have passed.
Two or three of us would have caught. That's what I'm going with.
Okay.
Two of us for certain would have passed.
Yeah.
And 3 of us would have caught.
Maybe just 2.
Yeah, two would have been like, no. And then 2 would have been like, yeah.
I'm going with one of the possible would have passed it. And the possible ain't even in this damn room.
He said one impossible would have passed. Exactly.
Possible.
But nah, man. I mean, this just goes to highlight you just got to be real careful with your friends in 2019. Cause
let's go to highlight. This bitch was crazy. What's wrong with her?
I mean,
like,
I wouldn't even tripping on it because that's his fault.
Yeah,
you knew this chick was crazy. You should have saw she was crazy with the box braids. She was looking like she was trying to come out, breaking home Skillet's window. It's like, aren't y'all not dating right now? Like, she just came with such animosity. Like, remember Hurt Bay earlier this year?
Yeah.
Hurt Bay, at least you could tell they on some level were still friends. This chick came at her ex like that nigga owed her money. First thing out of her mouth was, I know you cheated on me. It's like, whoa, chick.
I don't care if you know I cheated on you. If you still here, you better stop breaking that shit up.
It's not even that. It's not even that. It's like, this is probably our first conversation we've had in forever. And your first thing is, I know you cheated, Jackson. It's like, hold on, B. No, hello. No, how you doing? No, your folks good. You just straight up, I know you cheated.
Oh, man, Agents of Chaos, man. They wanted the chaos out the gate.
Man, she was definitely, she probably the queen of Agents of Chaos.
But he was right, though. She's never dealt with whatever she got going on, and she put that on.
But the difference is that she knows what he's saying. You bring up a great point. The guy did say in the video, people, that something's wrong with her and she needs to deal with it. But you knew her and you knew she was crazy. I didn't say.
When somebody's pretty, bro, sometimes you love her.
Nah, man, you can't let that go. She wasn't that pretty.
I'm telling you, that body was A1. Her face was all right, but her body looked like it was.
Her body was banging, but not that great.
And that's a matter of taste, really.
I mean, the attractiveness is always subjective.
No, it's not.
No, it is subjective because
there's levels to this shit.
Nah, it's not levels.
There's levels to this shit.
You know, we're gonna focus on that. All right.
Yeah.
So for me, I think for myself, like, I think the chick is great. I don't give a fuck what y'all think. And you're not gonna be able to tell me nothing.
We're not telling you what to think.
But I
don't live in a reality though.
It's not reality.
If you live in a reality, your fantasy is what you want it to be.
Sir, if you say a chick is great, I'm not gonna tell you she's not. All right, let's focus in on what you just said, Ari. So we got a friend, I have a friend that y'all don't know. She bad. And by bad, I mean she not bad. She actually recently got married. Great girl. But she not bad. But the guy who married her, he's super happy. I'm not going to tell him that his girl is not what I would consider to be very attractive.
No, bro,
that's a friend.
There's a general level of like, yo, she's not the cutest thing in the world. And I can be like, oh, I can see what you see in her. And like, I never tell anybody to like date anybody on what I think look attractive. I go with up here because that's who you really with. All of this is just a shell. Like, correct. I agree with you. But like, there are generally people you can be like, look at her. Like, if a nigga come my face, man, my bitch bad. I'd be like, are you asking me?
That is terrible. No. That is absolutely terrible.
No nigga I know like gonna sit up here. What you think about her?
I mean, first and foremost, I think whenever you ask that question, somebody should hurt your feelings.
What you think about her?
Like if you had to ask me, then that means you know that she's not bad.
I mean, you can look at a woman and pick this and that out.
No, but I'm saying that is insecure behavior, and as men, we're not allowed to have that. I wouldn't necessarily
say that, man, because some people I feel like they look at them as trophies. You know what I'm saying?
I know, man, trophies. Looks at women like they're trophies. But trophies. You gotta understand. You gotta have that goal. You know, you gotta be competing to get that that trophy.
Yeah, you gotta be competing if you want that trophy.
It's kind of like if I get in a Bentley and I come to your house, I'm like, hey man, what you think?
It's
you know what I'm saying?
Bro. You know what I'm saying? Ask no questions.
But niggas,
but if you come to my house with this damn old Taurus and be like, hey bro.
Hey, bro, look at this Taurus, bro. You see them wheels?
That's what I'm saying.
You see them wheels, though?
But you better treat it like
you see them wheels, though?
Hey, treat it like a Bentley, bro. What you telling me? You got a Honda. Treat it like a Bentley.
Nah, treat it like a Bentley. Treat it like a Bentley.
There you go.
But what I'm saying is...
But people do it, though.
What I'm saying is, if somebody gives you a compliment about your girl, that's one thing. But don't be out here, because essentially what you're doing is you fishing for compliments. She bad, though, right? Like nigga.
I don't think... Nobody I associate with, except for one guy. And I think he be wondering if we think his chicks are bad. And I think he just got low self-esteem.
I think he got low self-esteem.
As I get older, I'm just like, bro, you need to fix your self-esteem.
You need to cut it.
Yeah, because when I was talking to him the other day, I was like, bro, you don't clean yourself up. You don't get no haircut. You don't get your face shaved. Like, nigga, at least, like, you ain't tried to go to no gym. You don't do nothing. You cut your hair like an old man, even all over. You don't even get no temp fade. Don't even got no beard. Or maybe you can't grow one. Who knows what the hell going on?
Probably bit of column A,
bit of column B. You got one
B.
pair of tennis shoes every time you come. You wear your work clothes. I'm like, bro, you ain't even trying no more. Like, I was like, you gotta try. And you can't see why these women don't like me. All these women know when a nigga quit.
Nah, man, they don't like your attitude. They don't like your confidence, man.
He quit.
He can't quit, man.
You 30-something. Why you quit already?
Nah, you can't quit. You gotta stay in it to win it.
Or it's like, nigga, how you carry yourself is everything. You don't have any confidence in this scene.
Yeah, but that's something
that. You got money?
Nah, but the money ain't gonna help if you ain't got confidence.
Nah, money ain't gonna help you if you ain't got confidence.
If you have to have confidence. Even if it's, I'm not saying that you need to be super arrogant, but you need to be able to at least hold a conversation. Because women will take your money, but they're not gonna get in the same room with you if you don't even say anything.
This nigga got in the room and had a conversation. The first thing he asked this chick is, "What race are you?"
Nigga, that's a terrible question. It's all, in the words of an indecent man, as J. Cole said, it's all pink on the inside. So, I mean, that white guy was indecent, but you don't ever ask that.
And he tried to fake confidence, and I could hear it. But I don't know if they could hear it. And I'm like,
no. If you could hear it, they definitely know it.
Yeah, what's up? What's your name?
Yo, I'm from New York.
Like, bro, are you really listening to that with women? I didn't know it was that bad.
I mean, that's why, like, sometimes when women be complaining, I'll be like, I know what y'all talking about. Because there's some dudes out here, it's just like they opening line is, I make $65,000. Like, dog, she might date niggas that make $300. Like, why would you open up with that?
Line be like, what's up, bitch?
Even that is a terrible line, but it's way better than the nigga saying 65. Or what race are you?
That's very brave.
Like, I wasn't talking to you, but now since we talking.
I mean, again, that's how, gosh, what's the name of that comedian? What's the name of that comedian?
I once met a dude once, man. We was at a party one time. And there was some girls sitting off to the side, and they was in the kitchen. He went into the freezer, grabbed some ice, and he gave her some ice, right? She was like, what do you want me to do with this? And he threw a piece of ice on the ground, broke it. He was like, well, now that I done broke the ice, what's your name? I was like, this nigga really just do this shit.
Like, I noticed there are some good things about dating after your 30s and some bad things. Like, you could quit a lot of games.
Patrice O'Neal. That's what I was thinking of. Because Patrice O'Neal, that was his opening with every woman that he's ever been with. Which, R.I.P. Patrice. No, his initial opening for any woman that he talked to was him always insulting her.
Oh.
Like he would just walk up, because I know women are not going to like how he said it. But at the same time, this is who this nigga was. So he would just walk up to a bitch. That's his exact quote. I just walk up to a bitch. I'd be like, you're not really that cute. And then women would just launch into a tirade, just basically trying to prove her how much she believes that she's cute or fine or worthy and all these other things. I think I do
that sometimes because I did it recently.
Well, no. I think a confrontational way that you go into it is not a bad thing. I think the problem that most people is that we see somebody being confrontational as whatever. It's like, yeah, but how many guys do you talk to on a given day that say, hey, what's up, cutie? What's up? Hey, sexy, or do cat calls? And a woman will probably tell something like 3 or 4 guys, depending on if they're out. That'll just do some creepy, stupid shit like that. Which, I mean, it's not really creepy. It's basic. And you can't be basic as a man. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
You don't get that.
I walked up to her. She was working at a store, and I was just like, yo, I said, I mean, I don't want to sound rude or anything, but what man ever told you that those 4-inch eyelashes were cute?
But that's not wrong. That's not wrong. Like sometimes you just got a question. You just want to know, who? Because me earlier when I asked the guy why he just tried to cut me off and almost try to get us both killed. Sometimes you just want to know why.
Yeah, I asked her and she was just like, well, I feel like my hair makes me look younger and the eyelashes make me look older. I said, you're beautiful either way it goes. And the bitch was like, oh shit, I didn't think I could talk to you. I was legitimately asking you a dumbass question because you look stupid with those eyelashes. She's like, you just call me stupid? Like, I mean, yeah, but since you was just about to give me your number, I was like, those eyelashes, like, we need to talk about these eyelashes. Like,
no, we need to have a serious talk about the eyelashes.
I was at Walmart.
No, we gonna hold that for next week because we need to go all the way in.
These eyelashes.
And we already over budget. But definitely, thanks again, everybody, for listening to the Everyday Black Men podcast.
Go see Shazam.
If you haven't seen Captain Mar-vel, bootleg it. And we're going to see this Endgame in a little bit.
When it come out?
26. Which means actually it comes out the 25th which means actually comes out the 24th, because that's when some niggas will be watching it.
I wouldn't stand no line to pay some niggas some money.
I mean, that's actually what's ironic about this whole thing is that niggas about to pay $100 to watch all these other movies they don't want to see.
Those goddamn movies. What's wrong with y'all niggas? It's 2019. Fire stick and dick.
I mean, they don't get it. They don't get it already. But peace. We out.
Don't dick niggas.
Do not.